Muy buenas, soy Sigiloco Games, estamos aquí de nuevo en el The Witcher 3. Estamos, en la anterior estamos completando la misión esta de Priscila. Estamos investigando porque hay un asesino suelto por aquí. Y es una de las misiones que tenemos que hacer con Jaskier, nuestro querido amigo. Y bueno, vamos a continuar con esta investigación. Que nos quedamos. Hay que encontrar a Austos, el recolector de cadáveres. Así que vamos para allá. Bienvenidos.
Holy dick, what happened here?
Bloody monsters can't go out in the streets no more.
You Eustace, the corpse collector?
Aye? How'd you know?
Fourth sense, I think it is. You bring Fabian Meyer's body to the morgue?
Fabian. Oh, yeah, I remember. No eyes, no heart, one of them, right? No purse neither, as I recall.
One of them? So there have been other bodies like that?
Sure have. Beggars, street urchins, and street walkers. One went so portly, I had to cut her into pieces to fit her in me wheelbarrow. Slippery sow, they called her, on account of her.
Some things are best left unsaid. What happened to the pieces?
What do you mean? Reverend Nathaniel ordered them burned. Every last one. Oh, shame that was.
Shame? Why? Actually, never mind. Another thing that's best left unsaid. You searched Fabian's body?
Well, I cast an eye in his pockets. Made sure nothing went to waste.
I call a spade a spade. You rob corpses.
And I call a prick a prick. It's none of your fucking concern. What, you a tax collector? Piss off, mutant.
Talk. What did you find on him?
As you wish. Triflings, baubles, glass-beaded ring, handful of coins, and a letter. Look, vellum, quality parchment that. I'll wipe off the writing and sell it as new.
That's human skin. Priscilla. Next victim's name. If you'd given this to the right person, she might not have been hurt.
What the fuck do I care what happens to some Priscilla? We short of wenches in this town. Oi, fucking hell, what was that for?
For everything.
Muy bien. Vamos. El callejón donde te acuerdan de Priscila, vamos para allá.
I serve the eternal fire.
Pues fue atacada aquí.
On a clear day, you can
Vamos,
walk
por
outside
acá.
from the city market.
Any magic ones?
Double chase.
A ver aquí.
Watch it, tramp. Novigrad's not your stomping ground.
Hey, handsome.
A brazier. This time of year? Human. Priscilla's.
Sis.
Man's footprint.
How am I to know?
The murderer's
Watch
maybe.
him, see what he does.
Weight on his heel. Took a step back. Murderer fled before the guards arrived. Ran this way.
Take him from the
Pasó.
back.
¿Y estas quiénes son? Concha la lora, a ver.
Well, how long you gonna make me wait?
Blow it in the cunt! Fucking me back!
Ven acá.
He's a warlock! You're carrier! Fucking come on!
Concha. Ven acá.
That's it, you're in for it!
Think you'll gut me too, huh? Up your arse, deviant! Hoes can fight back!
Calm down, I'm not gonna hurt you. What are you doing here?
Getting vengeance. Well, why are you staring? Have you not heard killers always return to the scene of their crime? Me and my brothers are waiting here to give him a warm welcome. For Priscilla. Almost did her in, the whole son.
I know. Here to look for clues and find anyone who might know something.
Fear I can't help you much. But I can tell you what I know.
Priscilla wasn't the sole victim. You aware of that?
Oh, dearie. Of course I was. This didn't start yesterday. Others have died like this before. Beggars, street girls, orphans. But who'd have a drama concern about them? Human rubbish. It's what the guards call us.
Recall any names?
They didn't have proper ones. Baldy, curly, buns. That's what folk called them. No friends, no families. Their bodies were burned long ago.
You and Priscilla friends?
Friends? Nah. But she saw more than a stupid whore in me. Treated me with respect. It mattered. I was looking to give up whoring. Pick up a decent trade. But none would take me. Not as a washerwoman, nor a servant, nor a cook. Felt like a leper, I did. But Priscilla, she was different. Agreed to put me in her play, you see. Lots of the other actors, they were afraid on account of her jesting about the eternal fire. Whistling Wendy on stage, can you imagine it? Well, dream's gone now. I'm back to working street corners.
Sorry to hear that.
You could do worse as work goes. Or so I tell myself.
Take care now. And I got a murderer to catch.
Oh, my head's ringing.
I know that smell. Formaldehyde.
Pues aquí ya nada más. Quiero grabar todo esto. The Wild Hunt. Vámonos. La otra pizza estaba acá, vamos a ver. Estaba ser, aquí está. Prácticamente al lado.
Oi, Witcher! Coroner wants to see you. Been another victim. Told me to say the main door will be open for you. You're to come as soon as you can.
Muy bien. Pero antes quiero ver qué pasó con estos muchachos. Por dentro. Uy. No.
No loitering round here.
Hey, pretty boy.
Okay.
Anyone home?
Begone, or I'll set me hounds on you. Molly, Striga, come!
Relax. I'm here about Fabian Meyer, looking for his killer.
That's altogether different. Sit, you stupid mutts, lie down. Come on, come on in. Slowly now, lest they bite you.
Charming as beasts go.
You daft? Even I'm scared of them. But better barking dog than an evil man at your door.
Got someone particular in mind?
Sure as shite. Bugger who did Fabian in. Soon as they'd hauled his corpse off, I run to a mate who raised his fighting dogs. Bought these two mutts. Cost me a chunk of change. But I sleep sound at least.
So who might you be?
The Stiff's brother. Gus is the name. We ran a workshop together. Meyer and Meyer.
What'll it be now? Just Meyer?
Name it. I'll be closing it down now. As soon as I find a buyer for this shack, I'll head on to Mahakam. Be near my family or what's left of it. So, what do you want to know? What can I tell you about Fabian?
Your brother have any enemies? Anyone dislike him? Threaten him, maybe?
'Twas Fabian who threatened this one last. Oh, you were a good dwarf, a craftsman like no other. But you were an incorrigible whoremonger as well. Whenever we put a bit of coin aside, I'd say, let's buy some tools, quality timber. No, he grabbed the purse and head out whoring. Took to following one in particular. He'd say, "'Tis all your fault, dirty bitch, human dish rag," and other obscenities. Don't rightly know what that was about. Maybe he was in love with her.
Know where I can find her, this dish rag?
City cemetery. She died a few days back, quietly in her sleep. Her pont said a fever took her.
Tell me what you know about the murder, in order, in detail.
'Twas like this. Had some work in Oxenford, and I was coming home. Saw a plume of smoke rising over the city. Thought to myself, blast it, gonna miss and burn another hag. But the smoke wasn't coming from Hierarch Square. It was coming from here. See the soot stains? That's where they burned our sculptures. Folk gathered round the blaze, and found Fabian here beside it. They'd already loaded him on the cart by the time I arrived.
Talk to your neighbors. They see anything suspicious beforehand? Hear anything?
Claimed not to. But even if they had, they'd not have helped. In Novigrad, folk give bleeding orphans in the street a wide berth so as not to stain their poor lanes. What do they care about some dwarf?
Bueno, vamos ahí.
Fine, we've talked enough. Need to look around.
Be my guest. Just beware of the dogs.
Statues of the old gods. Nothing but women. Shapely ones. Bloodstains.
That's where Fabian lay when they found him.
Murderer dragged something heavy. Dragged something across the floor. Statues. Or dragged it from one wall to the other, repeatedly.
Vamos a ver.
Mind if I go inside the workshop?
I've not even peeked inside since they found Fabian. But I'll open it for you if you want.
A ver.
Aye.
Had a look at your sculptures.
And? Lifelike, aren't they?
Mm-hmm. The women especially. Never seen a bust that size on Melitele.
Oh, aye. Fabian's handiwork. I told him, brother, tits like that would crush her back. Whittle him down. He said, nay, they'd sell better this way. Told me to shut me trap. And sell they did. Till one sermon at the temple. And the celebrating reverend said that whoso buys idols from the non-human Myers sins twofold, as a heretic and as a lecher. That was the end of that.
Fine, we've talked enough. Need to look around.
Be my guest. Just beware of the dogs.
Furniture got knocked over. This looks like it was kicked.
Carajo, quiero ver esto. No sé.
Eyes. Humanoid. Completely rotten. More bloodstains. But not near enough to say he bled to death. Unless... Formaldehyde. Doubt Fabian used it.
Muy bien. Vamos desde aquí.
So, how you go with this healer?
I was flipping about minding my own business. when
Puke
suddenly-
or not to puke, that is the...
They ought to never let your kind
Welcome, Master Witcher.
Vamos a ver qué nos cuenta este.
Geralt, right? Glad you're here. Held off on the autopsy till you arrived.
Nice of you. Especially given you didn't seem pleased about my previous visit.
Because you came unannounced and in unfortunate company. I also had Reverend Nathaniel to contend with. Our spiritual caretaker has left the city on some important matter. And I know who you are, what drives you. I'm more than happy to aid your investigation.
Not fond of Nathaniel?
Very few people are. He's cruel and capricious. He stormed in here once, grabbed a scalpel I was sterilizing over a burner, sliced my back with it to the bone, because I had forgotten to lock the storeroom. Hard to be fond of someone like that, wouldn't you agree?
Who's the victim this time?
Joris Aquinas, a lecturer in theology at Oxenfurt Academy. Found this morning at his home on a catafalque made of his books.
Any titles in particular?
It seems all the tomes dealt with the eternal fire. Treatises critical of the faith's doctrines.
Yeah, mortal sin in Novigrad. Von Grad's told me all about you.
Ah. Doubtless you've heard how I had the noble leader of the student protesters thrown in prison. But did you hear the protests were far from peaceful? Or did he neglect to mention it? People were dying, Witcher. Those who rejected liberty, equality, and fraternity would be found in the gutter come morning. Their throats slit from ear to ear with surgical precision. Joachim had been my favorite student, but alas, I had to do something. So I reported him. Then I left the university and found work in the morgue, where none care about my past. Whereas Joachim, oh, fate's ironies. Years later, he was appointed head of the very ward I had founded.
How old's Von Grad's? 50? 60?
53, I believe. Why do you ask?
You look a little young to have been his teacher.
Not surprising. For years, I've lived in the cold and dark, breathing the vapors of embalming fluids. In short, working with corpses extends one's life. Amusing, is it not?
Let's start.
Gladly. The wounds conform to the killer's modus operandi. The victim was bound and forced to drink formaldehyde. Next, the killer removed the eyes, placed burning coals in the sockets, then opened the rib cage and... What's this? A parchment. Made of human skin.
A message from the murderer. The name of his next victim. Patricia Vegelbud.
Do you know her?
Yes. Even went to her estate once with... Gotta find her, now.
Vamos rapidito.
Till next time, master.
Hacemos un viaje son rápido. Vamos para acá. Vamos por aquí y bueno, vamos acá. Pero por la maldición, Geralt. Vamos por aquí. Vamos a llegar con esto.
What do you want?
Need to talk to Patricia Vegelbud.
You think any bum off the street can...
Her life's in danger. Let me in or have her blood on your hands.
If you thought this up, and I'll let you in, I'll throw my ass out the door.
Always thought a guard was supposed to protect his charge, not his ass.
So be it. I'll take you to Lady Vegelbud. Just no trickery. Understand?
Oh, Geralt, what a pleasant surprise.
Not pleasant at all. I gotta see your mother. Her life's in danger.
In danger? Come now, I saw Mother this morning. She seemed sad, true, but in perfect health.
I'm hunting a serial killer, and I've got reason to believe your mother will be his next victim.
Why, even if it's true, our gods.
He's exceptionally cruel when he kills, tortures his victims, cuts out their hearts. So let's see how she is, just in case.
I find this all very hard to believe. but you appear to be quite serious. Please, follow me.
A fire fit for Bellatane, except it's the wrong time of year.
I mentioned Mother seemed sad. Do you remember? In fact, she's in the midst of a crisis of faith. A rather serious one. We'd been to Novigrad. Mother had seen the pyres in Hierarch Square, uttered not a word on our way home. She had all the holy books, insignias, reliquaries gathered, taken outside and burnt. Then she locked herself in her room.
We need to hurry.
Whoa! Hear that? Calm and quiet. All seems to be in order.
We should go in, just to be sure.
You're relentless, aren't you? Fine. But wait here, please. Mother's certainly not in the mood for guests.
Oh! He ran out the other door! Catch him!
Spread out! Murderer's still here! There he is! Get him!
Bad idea.
Yo no soy yo.
Die, mutants!
Demonios. Se me escapa.
I'll break your bones! Halt! For I put a bolt between your eyes!
Listen, you got the wrong guy.
Save your trickery, taking you to the heiress.
Well, killer's already escaped. Lead the way, hero.
We got him, Lady Ingrid. Wasn't easy, but...
Lower that crossbow before you hurt yourself. This man is innocent.
Forgive me. I saw him running. Thought it was the killer fleeing.
I was chasing him, and I'd have caught him if you hadn't gotten in my way.
Out of my sight, at once! Mother! Why did he do this to her? Why?
Because she blasphemed the eternal fire, only thing that ties her to the other victims. Ingrid, I know this is a hard time for you, but usually the killer leaves a note on the body, a note indicating his next victim. May I?
Very well. But you should be on your own. I do not wish to see her in this state. I do not wish to remember her like that. And let her be the last victim. Please.
Pues muy bien.
Bruises, broken fingernails. She defended herself. Must be why it took him longer, and why he almost got caught. Here it is. Sweet Nettie, crippled Kate's. Growing bolder, not just the name but the place too. Won't get away this time. Another empty formaldehyde bottle.
Muy bueno.
Same wounds as the previous victims. Examination would be a waste of time. Gotta get to crippled Kate's, fast.
Bueno. Vamos a dejarla allí llorando a la muchacha esta. No podemos hacer nada más. Esto está cerrado. Necesito una llave. Bueno, vamos. Que la lisiada, vamos a ver. Dulcinea tiene el boludo que la lisiada, vamos a ver. Que está más cerca es esto. Muy bien, vamos para allá. Otra carta de estas. Estas son notas del asesino. Noticas del asesino.
Not a headache again.
You a vulgar one. I can see it in your clothes.
Sweet Nettie, where is she?
Upstairs. But she's with a very important client. Do not disturb them.
Y tengo aquí.
You choose.
Madam. Well, you know.
Otra escalera.
Wanna
Aquí.
bite me, Wolfie?
No one will hear you, bitch. Not a soul.
You, though? Whole town will hear you in a minute.
Yet again you disturb me, and I so dislike being disturbed. I was to play with sweet Nettie, render her not so sweet, but I shall see to you first.
First, gotta tell me why you do it.
For pleasure. Satisfaction.
Achievable with whores in a lot of ways, many traditional. Doesn't take killing them, trust me.
Who said anything about killing? I could stop at a few burns. 3rd degree, but still. This rosy skin will roast quite well.
Spare me your lies. I've seen your victims, I know how they end. You don't stop, not unless someone gets in your way. Like I'm doing now.
What the fuck are you on about?
Murder. You killed Fabian Meyer, Patricia Vegelbud, and many others.
Bollocks. You're mistaken, vagrant.
Found a message on Patricia's body. Led me here to crippled Kate's. To sweet Nettie. If you didn't leave it, who did?
I don't know. But I see we must talk. Calmly.
Who knew you'd be here?
Strangely enough, I don't announce these outings far and wide. There's but one man who... That's impossible. He treats even corpses with kid gloves.
The coroner. Said you were busy, that you wouldn't visit the morgue. Gotta go after him.
Go. But to Warehouse 12 at the docks. He's there this time of day procuring supplies. Formaldehyde. I shall stay here. I've unfinished business with sweet Nettie. After all, I paid in advance.
You'll untie her, drop your coin pouch on the table, then leave here and never come back.
Yes, I will.
Good boy.
Muchacho. Anda loquísimo este güey. Pero este no es el asesino, así que para los que jueguen por primera vez y ven este video, ya saben que esta es como una especie de guía. Y bueno, ya les he contado cómo el asesino es que tomado cómo funciona. También cuando la escena donde Tisha va con el barco hay la posibilidad de que Tisha quede. Si es que hacemos todo lo que hemos hecho, pero obviamente tengo que decirle te amo y Tisha queda. Pero se nos también, cuando hacemos eso, se nos pierde también la posibilidad de la historia con Jen, así que si vamos a jugar el canon, Geralt está atado a Jen, así que no tendría sentido. Vamos a ver.
Rain like this would
También he jugado así. La primera vez que fui con Trish. Pero ahora vamos a ir con Jane. Vamos ahí. A ver, este güey, si es que mal no recuerdo, este güey es un vampiro de esos no tan fáciles. Vamos a agarrar nuestra armita. Vamos a poner aquí sangre negra. Listo. Cuidado con los vampiros, mucho cuidado. Aquí.
Run out of formaldehyde.
I underestimated you. You almost caught me in flagrante delicto. Now you've seen through my bluff with Nathaniel. Although, you've not divined all, I see. Had you, you would have drawn your silver sword.
What are you?
A vampire. Higher, of course.
Got a reason for killing? A reason to torture?
I thought you'd figure that out as well. The symbolism's rather obvious. Coals for those who are blind to the fire. The egg of a salamander born of fire to replace their cold, doubting hearts. Fire down the throat that...
Yeah, symbolism's clear. What's not is why a vampire would kill in the name of the eternal fire.
Should be equally obvious. I concur with the Church's diagnosis. Novigrad is a fallen city. Its population amnesiacs to the very concepts of decency and morality. So I decided to remind them, in a manner they'd be certain to notice.
There are other ways. Could have set up a soapbox in Hierarch Square, preached from it.
How funny. That's exactly what I did. But none listened. Instead they laughed, threw stones. Give a thought to my victims. A lecherous woodcarver who'd spend his last copper on whores. An old countess who defiled symbols of the faith. A Trebirates for whom nothing was sacred, nothing above ridicule. They did not deserve to live. But their deaths could be a lesson to others. Awaken them, scare them onto the correct path, the path to the fire, to cleansing, to salvation. For you, I'm afraid it's too late. You are a man of little faith. I sense this.
But I'm pretty good with a sword.
Pretty good. Might not cut it.
Cuidado con este güey que sí es... Aquí necesitamos... maldición, puse el polvo lunar. Estamos aquí, polvo lunar. Te duele. Ya está. Lo malo es que los vampiros supremos realmente no mueren. O sea, se les puede vencer, pero realmente no mueren, se puede decir. Se regeneran. Entonces, si vamos bien con la historia de The Witcher. Bueno, esta igual no vuelve a aparecer. O yo no la he visto en ningún otro lado más. Pero, como les dije, los vampiros supremos no mueren en realidad. Ahí. Vamos cogiendo todo porque ya saben, siempre nos dejan cositas. Y hay lugares donde ya no podemos entrar, así que, por ejemplo, aquí arriba hay algo curioso. Pero ¿cómo subo ahí? A ver. A ver, hay cosas que... Es que no hay ninguna escalera. Y obviamente... Ahí hay algo, pero no sé si puedo subir. Y ahí también hay algo. Interesante. La pregunta es, ¿puedo subir? Creo que no. No veo ninguna escalera o algo que me indique dónde subir. Lo único que veo es esto. Y aquí tampoco he cogido. A ver. A ver, súbete ahí. No. A ver, aquí estoy tratando de hacer algo, pero si es que no me sale primero, ahí lo dejaremos. Súbete. Aquí, gracias. Ahí. No, no se sube. O sea, más alta. Tal vez aquí. Si sube aquí. A ver. Sí, pero no se sube. Súbete ahí. Súbete aquí. No, no se sube. Entonces, no. Así subió. Mira, tú ya se subió. Ok. Pero bueno, nada, entonces vamos aquí. Hemos cogido unas cosillas más. Y vamos a hablar con Jaskier. Qué buen sujeto, ¿hasta dónde está? Que sí. Vamos acá.
Another drifter in from Tamir.
The weather draws me down, it does.
Not a headache again.
Está abajo. Ok. Así subimos de nivel, ¿eh? Pero creo que no con las que haría. Ah, mira, aquí está el médico.
Why must you pester me?
Okay,
Calm down.
Vamos acá. Muchos tragos aquí. Los druidas. Prácticamente los druidas son magos. Nada más. Aquí está cerrado. Aquí tenemos otro médico. Un poquito de cosas aquí.
Yes, I'm all ears.
Otra enfermita por aquí. Mira, vámonos. Vamos a hablar con Jaskier.
How's...
Better, right?
Yes.
Did you take care of what I asked?
Yeah. The Witcher's way.
Thank you, Geralt. For me and Priscilla.
Did my part. Your turn now. Take care of her. Good care.
I will. You'll see. Treat her better than the Dryads of Brockelon could.
She's talking again. Nice surprise.
Isn't it? Professor Von Gratz told me her wounds are healing faster than a troll's. Not the most flattering comparison, but encouraging. Maybe she might even sing again someday. For now, we'll try performing as a duo. She'll play the lute, I'll sing. Dandelion and Calinetta. Got a nice ring to it, doesn't it?
Sounds great. Good luck, Dandelion. On stage and off.
Y listo. Concha. Siempre apago las luces. Nigromancia. La magia prohibida y no vigilado. Ahora sí. ¿Subí de nivel o no subí de nivel? No. Pero me falta poquísimo, poquísimo. Bueno, tenemos una misión secundaria más. Que es este. Vamos a hacer la misión de Sultan. Mira tú lo que tanto buscaba el otro día. Y lo tengo aquí. Ah, pero es el borracho, creo. Este me saca dinero en vez de ganar. En ese no confío. Bien, ¿dónde estamos? ¿Qué tan lejos estamos? Estamos lejos, pero no tenemos...
What do you seek, pain giver?
Thanks for your help, Geralt. We'd not have nabbed the bastard. Yes, and?
What? Ringworm?
Jolly.
¿Qué hemos conseguido? Una espadilla que podemos vender. Lo que cuesta esta espada, muchacho. Está bien eso.
Your very presence is an affront to the eternal fire.
They ought to never let your kind in, Novigrad proper.
Once there was a praise you with all my heart.
Locked. It looks like Zed's inside. And in hot water. Gotta find another way in.
Por aquí. Tenemos que subir por aquí, por acá. Cuidado. Y ahora se mueve muy peligrosamente por los techos. Se puede caer muy rápido. Demonios. Muy bien. Estamos aquí. Seth. Oh, ya le mataron a Seth. ¿Qué demonios?
Must be Zed.
Find it?
No.
Duke will be peeved he didn't get Zed to spill where he keeps the ledger.
I tried, didn't I?
Might have pressed him too hard. Shit. Well, at least we got the Isengrim card.
Greetings.
Come on, Ringo. Time to shine. Get him!
Any last words?
Cuidado. Concha. A ver.
Isengrim foil Tiana from the Scoia'tael deck. Wonder how much this card's worth. Ledger might be worth snooping around for.
A ver. La cuestión está aquí. Saca la espada, muchacho. Necesito un ar aquí. Ahí está.
Must be the names of people Zed sold cards to.
Ya está.
Zoltan ought to have a look at this.
Yo pensé que iba a subir el nivel ya con eso. Pero parece naranja, muchachos.
same as Comentado.
Oh,
No.
see his mug.
Zoltan.
Zoltan?
Get out.
Novigrad doesn't seem like a safe place anymore. What's keeping you here?
I was keen on starting my own enterprise, but nothing came of it. Nevertheless, I took on some debt. Got to pay it back now. I'd like to blame it on the war or human treachery, but the truth is, I've got my own thick skull to blame. Rather not dwell on it, Geralt, if you don't mind.
What can you tell me about Novigrad's underworld?
I've got one concept for you. The Big Four. Sigiloco, the King of Beggars, Cleaver, and Whoreson Jr. What do you call a triumvirate, but with 4 individuals?
No idea.
Well, there are 4, and they've carved the city into spheres of influence. Nothing happens without them knowing about it and approving it. Rumor is Whoreson recently quarreled with the others, but I know nothing more.
You've been in town a while. Maybe you can tell me. Radovid and Emir. Why hasn't either taken the city?
Excellent question. I believe I can clear the mystery up for you. War requires resources wherewithal. Novigrad's a large port with a powerful fleet and a treasury overflowing with gold. All that makes it a tasty morsel. Tempting for both Redania and Nilfgaard.
I understand. The city's walls are high. Its arsenals are full of weapons.
Then you don't understand much. True, a siege be a long and grueling affair, but more importantly, everything that's valuable in Novigrad could disappear faster than a mayfly's dream. The Big Four's made it known that should things come to a head, the fleet's flammable, and any assault on the city's sure to touch off riots, during which the church's coffers could very well be looted bare. So, anyone wanting Novigrad's wealth, its ships, has no choice but to deal with its criminal underworld.
Oui.
About those cards.
You got them?
Got the Isengrim card.
Show it here. Ha! They say elves are beautiful. Zed give you much trouble?
Zed's dead. I ran into his murderers.
Won't cry over spilt Zed. What about the other cards?
Zoltan, sure this business isn't getting a little too dangerous? I mean, men are dying over these cards.
Just Zed. And believe you me, he wasn't an innocent bystander. Besides, I'm certain you snuffed his killers out on the spot, so why worry? Tell me about the other cards instead.
Didn't find the other cards.
Fuck! Bugger must have sold them.
Listen, got Zed's ledger.
Show me. Entries show him selling the cards to Caesar Bilson and Ravi. Could have been worse. We need to pay him a visit.
Ravi? Who's he?
A common card sharp and a swindler. Boggles my mind where he got the coin for the Natalis card. Ever since I gave him a smacking, things between us have been frosty. So you'll have to see him alone.
Who's Caesar Bilson?
Cleaver's clerk. A decent fellow once, but so high and mighty now you can't drink with him, let alone go fishing.
Fishing?
We met at the Anglers Club, the pride of the Pontar. But Caesar don't show around there no more. So caught up in his new role, he almost never leaves his house.
At least we won't have to run around town looking for him.
Maybe.
Zoltan, seems awful important to you. I'll try to get you those cards.
Thanks, Geralt. We can see Caesar together. Meet me outside his townhouse. Gaudiest eyesore on Hierarch Square. He had the facade painted gold. And if you want to see Ravi first, I'd look for him at the Golden Sturgeon if I were you.
All right. See you later.
And no need to pussyfoot around with Ravi. Beat him about the ears a bit. He'll cave. Well, good luck to you, Geralt.
Muy bien.
To your son, just.
A ver, vamos a botar unas cositas aquí. Vamos a botar esto. Listo. Aquí no hay nada. Aquí con Witcher's que
Must be a quick talker, and the Witcher is the stalker. All's in order.
Boring.
Got a minute?
For you, my friend, always.
Ran into Molly. She says hello.
Molly? Which Molly?
One you promised to show your butterfly collection to.
Ah, yes. Now I remember.
Butterfly collection? You of all people could stand to be a little more inventive.
Molly didn't need inventive. She needed attentive. Average, run-of-the-mill girl. Give her a smile. Notice her shoes. Let her chat about them a bit. And she'd turn into a wellspring of passion.
Got a portrait of Hierarch Himmelfort I'm willing to part with. Want it?
Yes, those halfling painters. This one of theirs? Wonderful. I put this up at the Rosemary in time. It'll make those temple guard inspections so much easier.
How'd you and Priscilla meet?
It was at the court of Duke Hereward, the annual balladry contest. We faced off in the fight.
Who won?
I don't remember.
I bet. Probably lost and you don't want to admit it.
Actually, she'd caught my eye, so I let her win. I was counting on getting a prize after the contest.
And? Did you?
That, my friend, is not your concern.
Gotta tell me, how'd you wind up owning this establishment?
You'll never believe this. I inherited it from none other than Alonzo Wiley, Whoreson Sr. himself.
You're right, I don't believe it.
Alonzo ruled the local underworld with an iron fist, but deep down, he was a romantic, pure as they come. This place is one of the reasons his son's not my biggest fan. See, Cyprian Jr., that is, wanted to make this a brothel, but the Rosemary went to me, and I planned to turn it into the most elegant venue in town, a den of art and culture.
Wait.
See you, Dandelion.
Oh, much.
It's a material world.
I'm a dancer, not a
What, my peach? Why, here
Bien, vámonos. Consigue la carta de Ravik. Vamos a ver. Ravik, vamos acá. Al estudio. Primero al estudio.
How are you?
Sick of it all.
Youth these days, they're brained, all of them.
A ver, aquí creo que se entra por aquí.
Black ones, Danians.
Muchachos, ¿cómo están? Hasta abajo.
The eternal fire protect.
Vamos a volver aquí.
How about that? It's the flea-ridden mutant. Join us, please. Ravi loves company. Look how happy he is to see us. You happy, Ravi?
Sure, he'd be happier if you stopped digging the point of that dagger in his back.
Oh, you're just saying that because you don't know the situation. Our mutual friend Ravi was just about to play for his life and...
Oh, you got the card. What else do you want?
If you'd just given it up instead of trying to cheat us, we'd be out of your hair already. As it is, that's all your fingers broken. So, it seems the Witcher will have to play for you. Sound good? See? Ravi's on board. What do you say we add some spice to the game? Raise the stakes. Ravi's life and the Natali's card. Fancy that?
No voy a jugar, así que...
I got no use for Ravi.
This witcher's no fun. Oh, carry him!
Ya está. Ahí está, John Natalis. Esto me obligó a jugar Wind, así que... Como ya dije desde el comienzo del juego, no voy a jugar Wind, no me gusta. No es de mis minijuegos preferidos. Realmente ningún minijuego me gusta el minijuego, así que... Creo que pocos han sido los minijuegos que me han gustado. Vamos a ver. Ya. Vámonos. Todo bien. Ahora sí, vamos a la casa de el señorciño este. Ahí está, Sultan.
Ah, you're here. How'd you make out with Ravi?
Got the Natalis card.
Excellent. Now we've just Caesar Bilzen to fleece, and we'll be home free. We'll do this. I'll chat him up while you sneak upstairs and search his cabinet of curiosities. Certainly keeps the card there.
Can't we just buy the card off him? Doesn't that sound simpler?
If I had a coin to spare, I'd sod off to Provis. Besides, Caesar'd never sell Fringilla. But don't you worry. You won't lose out on the deal. Got a bottle of Mahakaman spirit for him. A taste of the motherland's finest is worth more to an expatriate than some silly card.
Thought you said Caesar doesn't drink.
No. I said it's hard to have a drink with him on account of his rarely leaving home. Also why he's like to get pished as a priestess real quick. 3 rounds and you could walk out with everything in that cabinet while singing the 3 Maids of Vicovaro at the top of your lungs.
Oh.
So what's in this cabinet?
Ah, no man knows. You'll be the first to see it. I suspect it's either to do with buggery or metallurgy. But you can tell me once we're done. Let's go.
Shivi!
Caesar Bilzen. Remember our quarrel about who's king of the Pontar?
The Pike's king of the Pontar.
Well, see, I've come to convince you it's the catfish. And I do not come empty-handed.
Who's he?
Oh, him! Oh, that's Geralt.
Does, Geralt fish?
Un poco.
Yeah. Cast an earthworm the other day. Caught this huge perch.
In the Pontar?
You betcha!
Can't listen to this hogwash sober. Come in!
So what, Fitzhanders or eager biters, if they taste like shite and soapy water?
That's 'cause you're about as good a cook as a goat's arse is a clarinet. Just recently, I took some fresh thyme.
And it tasted like thyme-flavoured shite.
Shut it. So, recently, I took this thyme.
Geralt? Care to chime in? How's Xander taste to you?
Happen to like Xander.
'Cause you're a witcher! What you shoving them potions shit's a delicacy to use.
A witcher? Never mentioned he was a witcher.
Bilzen, did you hear Vibo Batilda last cast a pea and caught a young pike?
Ah, cocksuckers lying like always. Haunter Pike aren't so dim-witted to go after his rotten peas. You need live bait. Or night crawlers. though the pike aren't as eager. Don't know why. Once, dug up a crawly, so fat and lovely I started drooling. Would have eaten it myself.
I'm not so sure. Geralt, what do you and your pals use up at Kaer Morhen?
Bombas.
Live bait.
You see, Chive? He'll make a good angler yet. In some 50, 60 years.
We'll wait and see. Geralt, go fetch us another bottle.
Okay.
Right. Can see the bottom of this one.
So, when are we gonna go noodling for catfish?
I'm done fishing with you.
Muy bien. Aquí tienes que buscar pistas.
Knife looks like it's attached to the tabletop. Drawer is open.
Llave triangular. Parece que aquí tenemos secretón. Aquí. Oh, aquí. Ahí.
Triangular hole in the wall. Interesting. Fits perfectly. Secret door behind a bookcase. Classic.
¿Qué es esto?
Dining set from which Emperor Mir ate during his coronation ceremony. Here's Fringilla. Rope with which Stefan Skellen was hanged.
There you go.
Statuette of a man. Wasn't carved, but produced using magic. Shame I can't ask Triss about it.
Tenemos una visión con Trish.
Vatier de Rudeau's dagger. Asera Varanahid's necklace. Wonder if it's the real thing. Joachim de Ved's skull. Pretty grim curiosity. Full armor of the 7th Dareland Brigade. Excellent condition. Portrait of Emperor Emir. Tempera on wood. Pretty flattering, I'd say.
Uy, vámonos.
Seems to me I've heard of you before.
Zoltan, and we're on our way.
I suppose so. It's growing late.
Wait now. Leaving already? Where's that bottle you went to fetch?
Greetings, Belzen. We've a message for you from the boss.
Message? What kind of message?
Mr. Cleaver's very unhappy.
Now, just a minute. If any discrepancies have cropped up in the books, I can explain everything.
Too late. Grab him! And you two, get lost.
Leave him alone.
Cleaver will pay extra for killing the Witcher. Well, up to it, lads. Haven't you got all day?
I feel for your ma that she bore you.
Saca la mano, muchacho.
Witcher. Thanks. Oh, how will I ever explain this to Cleaver?
I'd recommend a letter.
Right. Got a pack.
Good luck then. Farewell.
You've a soft heart after all, Geralt. Oh, by the by, splendid job with that last one. Blood splatter nearly hit the ceiling.
Pero si tú diste el hachazo, muchacho.
Looked through Caesar's cabinet upstairs.
And?
No wonder he wasn't eager to show it off. Nilfgaardian armor, a portrait of Emir, Joachim de Ved's skull, Vatier de Rideau's dagger, the rope they hanged Skellen with.
Oh, shite. Disgusting fellow. To think I shook hands with him. But did you happen to take the rope? I know a few would pay a tidy sum for it. Some go in for that sort of thing.
No.
If you say so.
Also found a figurine. Nilfgaardian soldier. Magic spell on it of some sort, but I can't tell what kind.
Triss ought to know.
Triss is no longer around. So, got the full set of cards. What now?
Now we collect a shiteload of coin for them. Let's go. The exchange. We should do it right quick.
Afraid your client might change his mind?
Oh, I'm more likely to. Had so many buyers for these cards, I felt like the belle of the ball.
So the buyer, who is he?
A friend of a friend. Don't know much about him, but he's of Duke's ilk, no doubt about that. You know me, Geralt. I'm not prejudiced against anyone, as long as they pay.
Ah, at last. I fear the body's gone cold.
What is this?
Your would-be buyer handed us his coin and departed, more or less in that order. Now, the cards, please. I trust obtaining them wasn't too troublesome?
Try it and find out.
You wish me to try? I'm not as foolish as Earl. You ought to know that by now. Get to work, boys. The dwarf I wish to have alive. I must have a chat with him.
Doing it. Geralt, bastards getting away with my coin. Damn it, with our coin. Chase the horse in. I'll tend to the others.
Oh, carrion! Stop walking into his sword!
Bueno, muchachos, se fue por aquí. Sí, gracias.
What? Can't understand a word.
Demonios.
Can't get away, Duke. Might as well stop.
Atravesar la puerta. Qué buenas físicas. Pero por lo menos no se me murió. Ven acá, muchachones, Luis. Okay. ¿Pero qué? ¿Vamos de para abajo? Sí, para abajo. Sigue para abajo. ¿Dónde está el muchacho? Demonios. Me deja como estos aquí ya. A ver. Vamos aquí. No. Quiero que solo eso. Un poco más por aquí. Nada más. ¿Qué diablos es eso? Ah, son uno de estos muertos. Ok, aquí. Hola.
How heavy is this?
You there, come here.
¿Y esto qué es?
Help me! This damn lid won't budge! Gah!
Whoever put it on the sarcophagus was clearly thinking about grave robbers.
You've no idea who I am, have you?
None.
Professor Vermont John, Oxenford University, Faculty of Applied Archaeology. As a certain ancient map would have it, there's a priceless elven tome in this sarcophagus, the Durar manuscript. It could shed entirely new light on the Enel and Shay conflict. So, will you help
A ver.
All right, let's open it.
Blood are glowing.
Vampire. Probably regenerates here.
Just 5 more minutes. Is it 1358 yet?
No.
Then fuck off.
I'm ever running into things like that. Well, come on, open it again.
Why? See an elven manuscript there? 'Cause I sure as hell didn't.
I hadn't the chance to look. Perhaps he enjoys bedtime reading and keeps it under his pillow.
Fine, I'll open it again.
What the... Again? Do you fucking plan to come knocking once an hour now? Enough!
Aquí tenemos a todos estos. Cuidado. Como ya les dije, los vampiros no mueren.
Shouldn't have disturbed him.
Shame he didn't leave me to talk to him. He might have known something about the manuscript.
Didn't seem all that willing to chat.
You may be right. Oh well, thanks. Farewell.
Bendición, aquí me pareció una misión secundaria de la nada. Ok. Pero bueno, ya. Lo hemos hecho. Aunque no era necesario matarle al vampírico. Pero bueno, ya está hecho. Oh, ni así subimos de nivel. Qué suerte la mía. Obviamente no es por aquí, es por acá. Por aquí es por donde se fue el bueno de este. Sigue al Duke. A ver. No hay nada. Aquí vi.
Leave me, swiving drowners.
You could use a witcher.
Ha ha, highly amusing. If I give you the coin, will you leave me be?
Yeah, you can go, if you're able.
Ha! What are my chances with these wounds?
Not high. So long.
So, you get him? You get the coin?
Yes.
And what about Duke? Finish him off?
No, I let him go.
Oh, I knew I should have gone with you. You know he has it in for me. He'll be doubly determined now.
Doubt it. Think he's likely to quit the business. If he gets out of there alive.
Well, Geralt, what's your preference? Coin or cards? I'd never have managed without you, so you choose. If you want gold, it's not a problem. I'll find another buyer for these cards in a flash.
Me quedo con las cartas, toma el dinero.
Kinda curious how the cards might serve me.
Excellent. I'll take the coin to the King of Beggars right away. Surprise the prick.
Good luck, Zoltan.
Thanks, Geralt. And remember, the catfish is the king of the Pontar.
Oh, ya está. Zoltan Chibay. Demonios, ni así subí de nivel.
Zoltan?
Geralt.
No.
Round of Gwent?
I never refuse.
No.
Tell you what, not right now, but I'll be back.
No quería hacer eso.
Attracted a woman once.
Bueno, tenemos maestros armeros. Tenemos esta contrato de brujo. Qué demonios, pero bueno, vamos ahora sí a hacer Skellige, muchachos. Destino Skellige, vamos ahí. Vamos bien. Salt and Chibay.
Pauper with a library. Imagine that.
Vile times when
Spare a copper or two.
A ver, hablando de qué hemos conseguido. Tengo una bomba. Viento del norte mejorado, me gusta. Esa no. Extractos. Extracto de Catacán. Listo. Misiones. Nada más.
Hey, you. Seen any prime filly?
Uy. Tenemos que ir a Skellige.
That reptile gaze of yours don't scare
Capitán.
me.
Who's captain of this ship?
Looking at her. Aye, her. That's right. I, a woman, am captain. Shocking as shit, I know.
Need to get to Skellige.
Not on this boat, you won't.
Pay you well.
The islanders live off plundering the seas. Not willing to risk that.
Ever sailed there?
Listen, the islanders attack all ships. When they hate someone, Nilfgaard for instance, they attack him more. But truth be told, not much more. Boarded me once. Expect they wanted to see if I had captain's bollocks. That spot of fun gave me enough Skellige for a lifetime.
Muy bien. Aquí no. Tenemos que ir al otro lado. Acá. Vamos a ver.
Scram before I lose my patience.
¿Quién es el capitán aquí?
This deck's to shine like the
Captain,
silver on the
No
Emperor's
clue.
table.
Drinking somewheres, I reckon.
Which
Right, always.
Demonios. El otro.
You cop a look, you got a pack.
They say the Isles are at war with Nilfgaard. Bloody lies.
Well, it's a miracle you came
Capitán,
back.
capitán, ese capitán.
All of us did.
Toma dinero.
You call this living, Witcher?
Aquí está.
You captain of this tub?
What's it to you?
How much would it cost me to hire this ship?
The harmony of nations ain't for hire. Ship's owners got plans for it.
There anyone in Novigrad who'll take me to Skellige?
You mean anyone here off their gourd? Aye, Wolverston. Goes by the name of Flask. Ask at the Golden Sturgeon. Man's a sheep bugger, like the Skelligers. Sure they get along great.
Muy bien. Vamos a ver historia.
Now
discounts, no credit.
You Wolverston, captain of the Atropos?
So you want to know if I'm Atropos, captain of the Wolverston? No fucking clue, mate.
I need to get to Skellige.
My Atropos and me, we're due to sail for our Skellige, carrying grain. But that's hush-hush. Got any coin?
Vamos, muchacho.
Here, that enough?
Hefty sack, like a bowl's. When do we sail?
Not sure you're ready. You can barely stand.
Know this, stranger. Captain Wolverston never sails sober. The sea goes one way, Wolverston the other. Makes the rocking bearable. So, ready to set sail?
Let's go.
First, we must drink to the wind, to good fortune, and to the strength of my Atropos. Anchors away.
Empezamos. A ver. No. Y así llegamos a Skellige.
Back off or I'll kill you.
I'm not afeard of dying.
See, I've landed on Ord Skellige.
How you figure that?
You're wearing Clan on Crate colors. Ord Skellige's their island.
On the Atropos, were you?
Yeah, thought the captain had a deal with you.
With us? Meaning who exactly? Might have arranged something with Lugos, but crack? Nay. Clearly should have, though. Outlander ships aren't welcome in these waters. What about you? What do you seek in Skellige, eh?
Agreed to meet a sorceress here. Yennefer of Vengerberg. She's supposed to be on Ord Skellige.
There's a witch at Kertrolda. Croc's guest. Could be the one you're meeting.
That scorn I hear in your voice.
You've good ears. Folks say this witch got Croc wrapped around her finger. Orders everyone about. Word is she's vicious at it. But a hag's a hag.
Seen her? Know what the sorceress looks like?
Aye. Where's black and white? If not for her tits, you'd think she was a beached orca. Fact is, even those who see her for a wench would gladly push her out to sea, tits and all.
What's your name?
Steingrim.
Well, Steingrim, I don't like you. In fact, I feel like slapping you.
Go ahead, Drifter. You try.
Hombre, anda, muchacho.
That's enough of that.
Anda, muchacho. Pues ya está.
Had enough?
Best finish me now, cause you'll be fucked once I catch my breath.
It was a good fight. That's enough for now.
Know the way to Kertrolda?
Expect I'll find it.
Head north. Then turn west towards the bay before you come to the bridge. You'll find the Jarl port site today. Your sorceress ought to be there too.
Thanks. So long.
Y aquí tenemos... no. ¿Por qué está peleando? A ver. Tenemos un nuevo nivel. Vamos a ver si nos ponemos esto. ¿Qué podrá hacer? Aquí mismo. Bien. No entiendo con quién estoy peleando. Oh, ok, ya. Ya entiendo con qué estoy peleando. A ver, vean acá. Una sirena, ¿no? Rebates. A ver. Ya. ¿Es todo? Cállate.
Medallion's humming. Place of power, it's gotta be.
Aquí hay un lugar de poder. A ver. Ya tengo dos. Entonces vamos a hacer golpes precisos. Y este de aquí. Ya está. No, le está molestando a mi caballo. ¿Qué demonios? ¿Qué te pasa? Gracias. Ya está. Cubil de monstruos aquí tenemos. Mira que estoy aquí. Vamos a destruir este cubil de monstruos que tengo aquí. Entonces, ¿cómo subo ahí? Ah, por aquí. Supongo que este es el barco en el que vine.
Siren Den. Gotta ruin it for them.
Vamos a destruir esto.
How you like that silver?
Concha. A ver. ¿Qué me pareció? Una equidna de nivel 19. Ven acá. No quiere venir. Ven acá. Ahí está. Y... ah, demonios. No podré coger el... bueno, no importa. Cogemos esto. Cogemos todo esto. Esto aquí también. Esto aquí también. Y bueno. Vamos a... ok, nos vamos a dejar por aquí. Tengo un montón de cosas aquí. Escucho algo que no me gusta. Aquí no sé cómo ir. Aquí tenemos más cositas. Ok. Ok. Bueno. Yo creo que en este naufragio ya... Esto aquí hemos saqueado. Sí, esto de aquí hemos saqueado. Ay, nos falta cosas por saquear. Bueno, aquí que tenemos una táctica. Ok. Un mensaje, pero no nada importante. Una hacha. ¿Qué es esto? Uf. Aquí tenemos un montón de cosas. ¿Cuánto vamos de peso? Bueno, no son... Pero hay cositas interesantes, ¿no? Bueno, nada... Nada, ni mi nivel todavía. No. Vámonos. Bueno, como aquí no tengo nada descubierto, aquí ir... Aquí ir paso a paso. Vámonos. Aquí tenemos cruce. Aquí tenemos algo más. Unos tricos. Los tricos no faltan. Y creo que ya hemos llegado. Eso es.
Faster.
Can't I play today, Dad?
We've got to go to the burning bid farewell to King Bran. It's not fitting to play.
King's passing.
Our time amongst the living.
Hemos llegado a un funeral.
You need not do this, child.
I know, but I want to.
Tis madness. Such a young lass.
Erna should be the one going. They shared a bed longer.
Silence. 'Tis her decision.
¿Quién tenemos ahí?
You look beautiful.
Thank you. Nice to see you again.
The eulogy.
King Bran of Clan Tuirsech has embarked on his final voyage. At its end, our glorious ancestors await him. Together they will hunt and raid. They will sit round the fire and praise the deeds of ages past. For now, he lives in our hearts. One day, we too shall stand at his side and face the sea together. That will be a good day.
You knew Bran?
Yes. He was well respected. Unlike his wife.
Skellige is its clans. In times of war, tradition holds the clans unite under the leadership of their king. We've bade Bran farewell. Time to pick his successor who will lead us against the Black Ones. The gates of Caer Troll stand open to all who held Bran of Clan Tuirsech dear. Mead and meat will be plentiful. During the wake, those who believe themselves worthy of the crown will step forth.
Haven't seen each other in 2 years. I want a solitary cottage by the sea. I want to lock myself inside with you. Stay there for a week.
What would we do there for a week?
Got so many ideas.
The one with the rope you use for trophies. That one seems interesting.
Reading my mind again?
What's more, I like what I see. Did you learn anything in Velen?
Velen. Awful place. Somehow Ciri wound up at the castle of the local ruler, a baron, self-proclaimed. This was after she was injured.
Injured? Was it serious?
Don't think so. Must have recovered because this baron sent her on to Novigrad. Think she was looking for you at the time. These witches Ciri came across, she was lucky to escape them.
Witches?
Creatures more like. Can't say exactly what they are, but they're dangerous. Very. Also ran into an old friend of ours in Velen, Kira.
What on earth is Kira Metz doing in that wasteland?
Hiding from witch hunters. Listen, she told me an elven mage had been there looking for Ciri.
Good. You'll need to tell me more when we have some time.
Been to Novigrad. Ciri was there, looking for a way to lift some curse. She's not there anymore.
You're certain?
Heard it from Dandelion, with no embellishments.
Do you know any more about this curse?
Not much. Ciri ran into some trouble, never finished what she went there to do. I recovered a phylactery. She was looking for a way to enchant it.
I'll look at it later.
How about you? What have you learned?
Something strange happened on Ard Skellige a time ago. A disaster brought about by a burst of magic. Extraordinary, really. Natural anomaly. Never seen anything like it. My intuition tells me Ciri was its cause.
As much as I respect your intuition, Yen, we need something specific. Evidence.
I'd know for certain if I was able to inspect the disaster zone. Unfortunately, Ermion and his druids aren't letting anyone near.
Ermion's head of the Skellige Circle? Haven't seen him since...
Since Ciri was a little girl. I doubt he'll do you any favors, not even for old time's sake.
So why won't Ermion let you inspect the area of the anomaly?
Call it a difference of opinion. A large, loud difference. Look, it's Krach.
White Wolf!
Greetings, Krach.
I shall see you at the wake, and I'll not accept any excuses. I've an important matter to discuss with you.
Muy bien.
Guess our solitary hut will have to wait. Crack on crate someone we want on our side. I shall wear black and white for the feast. I count on you to don something complimentary. Something that doesn't reek of 1,000 hunts.
Yen, you know I can't stand new doublets. Just too tight till you break them in.
And just like Krach, I'll not accept any excuses. We're not here to enjoy ourselves. We've matters to resolve and should dress appropriately. I've rented a room at the inn. Took the liberty of laying out some clothes for you there. You ought to go. Choose something. In the meantime, I've something to attend to. We'll meet at the entrance to the feast hall.
Pues bien. Bienvenidos a Skellige, muchachos. Estamos en las puertas. Uf, aquí tenemos que hacer un montón de cosas. Pero un montón de cosas. Aquí tenemos una misión de estas así. Uf, hemos subido también el nivel. Bastante. Bien, aquí tenemos los cartelitos estos. Marcar todo. Esto nos dan misiones. Trabajando en anuncios. Ahí está. Lugares sin descubrir. Bueno, aquí tenemos espíritu del bosque y lecciones de venta. Y aquí tenemos las peleas.
This has gotta be Yen's room. She always did like space and luxury. Her megascope? Guess she never goes anywhere without it. As Philippa Eilhart said, megascopes and toothbrushes, deeply personal possessions. Tisaya de Vries, the poisoned source, still turns to it for inspiration.
Muy bien. Y aquí tenemos el mítico el hijo. El de siempre, de toda la vida. Estamos nivel 21. Vamos a ver. ¿Qué más hay por aquí? Diario de Jennifer. Esta, aquí como pueden ver, si es que lo leen, obviamente. Tiene parte 1 en la serie. Si me pueden ver aquí. Ahí lo leen. El diario de Jennifer.
Glamour. Scent of lilac and gooseberries, even with the lid on. Taste hasn't changed. No idea how she managed to bring so much clothing. Must have hired out a galleon. As usual, black and white. The stuffed unicorn. She fixed it.
Muy bien. Tenemos que, obviamente, irnos a la velada. Y hay que quitarnos todo esto. Vamos a ponernos esto. ¿Cuál se ve mejor? No importa, igualdad. Creo que ahí está bien. Sí. Ya está.
Right. Just not something I'd ever wear. But what don't we do for our... Who exactly is she to me?
Vámonos de aquí. Nos daría un barberín. Vamos a arreglarnos por la ocasión, muchachos. A ver.
Greetings.
Smooth seas this morning, as if the gods themselves were paying their respects to the great Conung Bran.
You a tailor?
I am. Only one in the Isles, most like.
Take it you're good with scissors. Give me a haircut.
It ain't something I usually do, but it wouldn't be right to turn down a traveler.
A ver. La barbiña. Afeitadiña. Aquí el peinado. Vamos a hacer afeitado en los costados, corto de arriba y con cola. Ahí está bien.
So long.
Pues sí. Ahí está bien. A ver, creo que es... Sí, aquí irse por acá. A ver, ¿dónde tenemos que irnos? Creo que por aquí no subir. ¿O no? Ah, no, es por acá.
Got me eye on you.
Who are there, Witcher? You looking for work?
Me gustaría un trabajillo ahorita, pero vamos a la misión principal. Pero, ¿qué onda me estoy aquí con la Laura? Quítense.
Vagrant.
Bueno, aquí nada más está. Caer troll de... Puente de Cartrolde. Y llegamos.
Bran was a great ruler.
He needs a worthy successor.
You speak as though you have someone in mind.
Skellige's troubles very much derive from it not being a hereditary monarchy. Any upstart can be king and destroy his predecessor's legacy.
The King of the Isles is a more symbolic position.
That should change as well. A strong leader who wields true power. That is what the times require.
Introduce me?
This is my friend Geralt, and this is Berna, widow of the dear departed Bran.
The Queen Mother. It's a pleasure to meet you, Geralt. You must forgive me. But on a day like today, I'm afraid I cannot indulge in my penchant for long conversations.
Lovely outfit. You look dashing.
Thank you. You're dazzling.
You know I really missed your candidness. I'm glad we're here together.
Don't like funerals. Don't like feasts.
I know. You also dislike underdone meat and being teleported. But sometimes we must overcome our disgusts and prevail.
We should mingle before they all get drunk. There'll be no talking to anyone then.
Good thinking. I don't know what Krach wants, but when we meet with him, we should have clear minds.
I'm not gonna drink. Why dull my senses when I'm in such pleasant company?
Do you plan to compliment me all evening?
I plan to tell you what I think.
Grab those swords, but I prefer me trusty axe.
So, what have you brought for the farewell feast?
Bread, sheep's milk cheese.
Our wagon's full of loot we ripped from the black ones.
Geralt, there's something I've been meaning to ask you. Your beard. Why did you decide to grow it out?
Don't really know.
Must say it suits you.
Demonios. Ya me afeité.
Lady Yennefer. Sir.
Greetings, Arnvald. My companion is Geralt of Rivia.
I am honored.
Nice to meet you too. Quite a few guests.
They come to bid their king farewell. They come to see the claimants to the crown.
We wanted to talk to Croc on Crate.
The Jarl will join us shortly. He's assigned you a place of honor at the table just beside his daughter Ceres. Follow me, please.
They've seated us here.
I asked them to. Wanted to meet the notorious witcher Geralt.
We've met. Don't remember?
That was ages ago. Hjalmar and I were children when you last visited Orda. But you should meet your feast mates. Allow me the dubious honor. That's Halbjorn, son of Holger Blackhand. Blue Boy Lugus, Madman Lugus' firstborn. And choking down a stockfish over there is Otric on Hindar.
Seems they set us with the sons of Jarls, exclusively.
Ceres on Crate is the daughter of a Jarl, Geralt. Jarl's daughters are in no way inferior to their sons.
Do you know every last one of them dreams of being Bran's successor? Look at him. Likely lot.
Ceres is jealous, for the one among us who performs the greatest feat will be crowned king.
We all know the feats are a sideshow. Our fathers will choose who will wear the crown. What do you think they spoke to Crack about?
You talk like that because you're short of strength and skill. Remember when Hjalmar challenged us all to a race up the mount? You didn't stand with us then. As he buried his axe in that stump at the top to mark his victory, you were warming your chicken bones by the fire.
Had my reasons for not participating. But I would have won then, as I'd win now.
Now that you mention him, just noticed Hjalmar's not here.
My brother walks his own paths. But about the race, why don't we repeat it? I'm willing to challenge any of you, Witcher included. If I beat him to the top, venture to say that'd be a feat, eh? So you in?
If the Witcher's in.
Geralt?
Oui.
Gladly. What are the rules?
Whoever pulls Hjalmar's axe from the stump at the top of the hill wins. Stray off the path and you lose.
And here I was, ready to puke from all the boredom. Let's go!
Where's that, Conrad?
We're here. From this spot, you must reach the top of that mount. At the summit, you'll see the stump of an oak. Hjalmar's axe buried in it. Whoever pulls the axe from the stump first wins.
I'm ready.
You'll start when I sound the horn. Show the little wench her place.
Show me what you've got, monster slayer!
¿Qué demonios? Viene por donde me va. Ya me ganó 6. Quería coger un... Pues eso.
I'm first! Behold, Hjalmar's axe! I beat the famous White Wolf.
Congratulations.
Let's go back.
Be glad to tell everyone about your victory. See the wakes in full swing.
Lost sight of yous. Who won?
Ceres, proving she's her brother Hjalmar's equal in every way. She retrieved the axe from the cliff.
Cannot be.
Now I know why Hjalmar named you Sparrowhawk.
Enough of the natter and let's drink.
Can't today, for good reason, believe me.
But if not today, then when?
You've been great company. Sadly, it's time we moved on.
Really?
Indeed. We must talk, but not here. You shall learn all beyond that door.
Hablar con Jen.
Do you have
Shame? Why would I?
Tell me, Luke.
Allow me to introduce Geralt of Rivia, a witcher. Geralt, Jarl Donar and Hinder, and Jarl Madman Lugos.
Calling Lugos a madman's an insult to madmen. He's a common goat fucker. Call me a goat fucker one more time, and I'll chop off your head, stick it on a pike, and piss down your neck hole. Enough! Time to settle this. Here and now. Oh, ha ha ha! Giving me a true fright right now. Shat my best trousers. Put that away before you cut yourself, you cunt.
Thought Skellige's called a truce for feasts.
I know the hallowed customs, but Lugos ought to know that I'll not let him raid my Hindisfjall bear. You don't scare anyone, Donar. I'll be boy soon to plough your priestesses, drink from your tankard, and shit on your table. Be sure to leave a candle lit for me.
Emperor would be very pleased to hear you quarrel.
His Imperial Majesty is more than welcome to visit. Let him sail over here. We ain't afraid of the Black Ones.
Raiding coastal villages is one thing. Total war with the Empire is another.
Awfully mouty, this one. Go stir your cauldron and pierce some boils, witch. Don't talk when you haven't got a fucking clue.
Know what, Lugos? Just realized I don't give a damn about your hallowed rules of hospitality.
Finally, some diversion. And here I was ready to puke from all the boredom. Come on, freak. Show us what you're made of. Move the benches. There's to be some gob slapping. Beat the bastard down. What you done? I fucking well.
Cuidado con este. Un puñete y lo mata.
Across the wide summer sea, you're not there. Then I left myself behind, drove you from my haunted mind, across the wide summer.
Had enough?
You got me good. That were quite a wallop. Still seeing spots, room rocking like a leaky tub in a hurricane.
We'll call it even then, soon as you apologize to the lady.
Don't hold it against me, milady. It's my deep conviction sorceresses are needed. Deeply so.
No offense taken. Forget about it.
That I like. And the knocking. It's what men do. Give me your paw, Witcher. Let me squeeze. It's a worthy one. Witcher, have a drink with me. Proof there's no hard feelings. And visit me at times, I insist. Yoren's been jabbering about bringing in a witcher for that haunted lighthouse. Do me a favour. Meet him for an ale in the tavern near Arenbjorn. Then you put a short jaunt to find me, so as we can knock back something stronger. Here's to our next.
Okay.
Sure, I'll knock one back with you, Lugos.
Drink like you fight, and we're in for a good time. Tabran!
Yennefer and I'd be honored. Here's to your health. Forgive us. We should mingle, talk to some of the other guests.
Wait. Buenos.
What now?
Now we pay a visit to Ermien's laboratory.
Didn't know we'd been invited.
Because we've not been.
Take it Ermien won't be there.
That's right.
And what's the purpose of this visit?
We're looking for an object. The Mask of Cerberus. We'll need it. Come, Geralt.
Okay. Hay que seguir a Jenny.
Now you'll tell me why you need this mask.
Oh, I shall. In due course.
Take it you'll decide when.
Correct.
Bueno, aquí haciendo un poco de looting.
Yes? Footsteps. Shh. Guards. Hide behind the tapestry.
Sparrows chip, while starlings chirp.
What do jackdaws do?
Jackdaws caw. Goldfinches warble, and cranes whoop. Grass peacocks screech. Hawks scream, larks trill, and doves, they coo. That's all of them.
What about nightingales?
All right, nightingales croon.
That was close. This'll be tough to open.
Surprises never end. See the ravens?
Hard not to.
Ermien's spies. An indication that we're near his laboratory. I also sense a clear magic aura. Come, there's a ledge outside this window. We must pass along it.
Okay.
Seen uglier sights in my life.
Geralt of Rivia, being romantic.
Muchacho.
Amazing how a hobby can render a man mysterious. Fascinating.
Especially a druid. Must be a real nature lover. Looks alive.
Yes?
Had one at Kaer Morhen.
Please.
A basin of water.
For teleprojection, a reflection of Ermion appears on the surface. Supplicants speak to it.
$100 loose an arrow if he saw that in the woods. Ah!
Are you all right?
Cut myself. The door's locked. The animals. They're alive. Yen, watch out. Monsters. Feel them. Coming closer. They're everywhere.
Cuidado.
Strange. Smells of mushrooms in here.
No. To my mind, it's the scent of sweet grass drying in the sun.
Come on. What's happening?
You were hallucinating. You ran at Ermion's animals, sword flailing. I had to calm you.
Must have looked strange.
Your years of vigorous training at Kaer Morhen finally paid off. Bested nearly all the stuffed beasts in here.
Please.
Fine. We've passed the trial of taxidermy. The door stands open. Let's go inside, Geralt. I'll lock the entrance. We don't want to raise suspicions.
Letter bearing Ermion's seal to the druids.
Dear Druid's
Warns them
laboratory.
about you.
We must search it thoroughly. The Mask of Urboros must be here.
Skellige's tales about the wild hunt.
The islanders believe the wraiths sail on a longship built of the claws of dead men. Wondrous world of insectoids. Ritual plants. Ah, what do you know? Raymond Marlove. A biography.
Seems Ermion has real
enhanced.
tobacco brought in. Dwarven triple mead. Goes in for light reading, too. The Corpse of Novigrad by Sasha Hadi. Laboratory worthy of an imperial alchemist. A goat carved out of lindenwood, signed to Uncle Ermion.
Little Ciri's handiwork. That's what she called him when he was her tutor.
A sword in a stone. Things begging me to pull it out.
It's not in the stone, don't you see? It's held there by a vice.
Looks like Ermion places something in the statue's hand. How about a mug of mead? Statue or not, everybody needs a drink sometimes. Huh. Seems like it worked. Who would have thunk?
Ermion enjoys
A child's
jests
skull.
achieved at the expense of others. I've a sneaking... Ermion's wand. He's one of the few druids to use one.
Pinecone. Didn't expect this. A large female.
Geralt, come here. I found the mask.
Hemos encontrado con un troll. Hemos con un... No sé, no es un troll, es un
This is it.
elemental. Un golem.
We must return to the feast quickly before...
Careful now.
A ver, espérense. Necesito elemental de constructos, aquí está. Bien. Y necesito Queen.
It's a trap. We're imprisoned.
Cuidado. Porque vamos sin armadura. Ya está.
Geralt, hear that?
Smelled it. Gas. Grate still closed. Gotta think of something quick.
Yes?
Demonios, a ver por dónde era.
The damned druid will poison us. This vapor's deadly. We've got but a few minutes.
Teleport us out of here.
Think of something. Quickly. First thing to come to your mind. Hold on tight.
Yeah.
Damn. I tore a hole in my dress. Wait a minute. I must mend it.
You know how to sew.
Please. I'll enchant a needle.
Pues ya tenemos aquí.
Wait.
For what?
We must talk to Krak.
Why? Think he misses us? Because I missed you. Oh no.
I missed you too.
When are you gonna finally burn this piece of junk?
My heart couldn't take it. So many memories. Damn it, Geralt. Do you have any idea how much they cost?
Come here. We gotta hurry. Krach's waiting.
Is that so?
Oof.
Yen let go of the mane.
I know you. I let go, you throw us off. Don't even try. My, oh my.
Missed you.
I missed you too.
We ought to get back to the wake.
I must dress. Turn around.
Pues ya volvimos acá.
Kraken Crate asked about you.
We went out. For a breath of fresh air.
The claimants to the throne will step forth in a moment.
Now heed my words. There is no greater act of valor than to fight a beast cursed by men and gods. No greater deed than that done to serve the goddess.
Words of uncommon beauty. We thank you, and we'll take them to heart. But now, let's begin. We have seen Bran off to the beyond, and must now choose his successor. A king must be wise. A king must command respect. A king must have bollocks. We've no lack of men like that. Let those who feel worthy of the throne of Skellige step forth. My son could not be here this day. Behold his axe. Behold his will. May the best man or woman win. What's got into her?
She's your daughter, is she not?
Now I know why she said she'll sail to Speakerog. Ah, children. The older they grow, the more trouble they are. Come with me. All the more essential we talk now. How was it, Geralt, when Ciri was nearing womanhood? I remember well her nan, her mother, what they were like. They say the apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
Ciri was impossible to control. No telling her what to do. Had to have things her own way almost always. Why do you ask?
No specific reason. She and Ceres, they're of a similar age. But we'll speak of my children later. First, let's speak of yours. Yennefer claims Ciri's in trouble, and you seek her.
That's right.
If you require aid, gold, ships, anything, merely say the word. I'll give you all I can. And I know the lass lives. I'm sure of it. When the blood of Rhiannon's daughters is shed, the sea grows white with fury. I'd mark such a storm.
Need your help. Ciri probably came here to Skellige.
And very likely caused the cataclysm along the coast, the site upon which the druids focus so intensely now.
A site Ermion refuses to let us explore.
Specifically, he won't let me explore it. We fought. We're not friendly now.
Don't concern yourself with him. Druids have little trust for mages. But Ermion's heart is in the right place. Am I right to assume he does not know you seek Ciri?
It's of no concern to him.
As I thought. At any rate, Art Skellige's my isle. You've my permission to investigate as you see fit.
Thank you.
No need. I swore an oath once. I aim to keep it. Unfold! Tell the druid I must speak to him. At the usual spot. I've one more matter to broach. My children. You remember Hjalmar? Well, he swore an oath to kill the giant of Undvik. Set off and has yet to return. Whereas Ceres announced that she's to set off on an adventure of her own. Got it in her head that Udalric is not mad, but cursed.
Can't help wondering. Got no plans to vie for the crown yourself? Think a good number of the Jarls would support you.
A good number? Those opposed would be fierce, rabid. Madman Lugas would sooner see an Nilfgaardian on the throne. Besides, a man should know when to step aside. Hand the tiller to the youth among us.
Take it Ceres wants to lift the curse.
There's no curse to speak of. Ceres has decided she must match Hjalmar and sort out a deed worthy of a queen.
Think she might need my help? You did plan to ask me for it. Why?
The thing is, I don't trust Ulrich further than I can spit. Ceres won't listen to me, or her brother. Yet confronted by a professional who will explain why she's mistaken, she just might come to her senses. So yes, I ask that you explain things to her and bring her back.
Giants. They've been extinct for ages. Anyone actually seen the one on Undvik?
Aye, dozens of refugees have. The giant drove everyone off the isle. I've welcomed what remains of Clan Tordarachir and Skellige.
I heard a rumor that an unnatural frost gripped Undvik before the giant appeared.
It's true. At any rate, Hjalmar decided to kill the giant and give the isle back to its people. A deed worthy of a king, he believes.
My son gathered a hearty crew at the new port. They were to sail to Undvik, then travel on foot to Oskar, the village. But that many lads should have killed the giant long ago. Thus, I thought to ask you.
You should start at the new port. Ask around. Hjalmar might have told someone there his plans.
Muy bien.
If either Hjalmar or Ceres need help, I'll help them.
I thank you.
Well, now that we're done thanking one another, let's get to work. We must determine if Ciri is still on Skellige. I'll change into travel attire and find you. Head south. The anomaly we should investigate destroyed a stretch of forest along the shore of the bay. A successful feast on all counts, Krach. I will see you later.
Muy bien. Uf, se hemos subido de nivel, muchachos. Ahora sí. Bueno, muchachos, espero que les haya gustado y nos veremos en una siguiente vez. Tenemos muchas misiones que hacer, así que aquí nos quedamos.